Israeli researcher and Princeton student Elizabeth Tsurkov has been missing for months in Iraq, and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office says the 36-year-old is being held captive by a Shiite militia. We're joined now by her sister, Emma Tsurkov. Emma, thank you so much for joining us. You say that your sister was kidnapped at a cafe back in March. Walk us through what you believe happened that day.
So I spoke with her the day before. There were no warning signs. We had a completely normal, routine conversation about finishing up her field work for her dissertation and coming back to Princeton to do the last part of writing up her dissertation. We even talked about flights to New Jersey. Really such a mundane conversation. There were no warning signs. And then the next day, which is a day when she went missing, I knew that she is going to go to a cafe because she often goes to work there. But I haven't heard back from her after, and we're always in very close contact. And no matter how busy she is, when I send her pictures of my son, her nephew, she always responds. He's truly the apple of her eye, and she didn't. And I immediately, within 12 hours, I knew that something must be wrong because there is no way that she's fine and is just not responding.
The Prime Minister's office says that they believe that she's still alive. Have you heard anything from Elizabeth or her captor since she was taken?
So I haven't heard from them directly, but I was informed by the Israeli authorities that she is alive. Generally, they're very cautious, and there have been with everything they've told me throughout this situation. So I'm certain that they have some good reason to tell me that she's alive.
She was in Baghdad at the time doing research for her doctorate in political science. Why do you think that they would want to take her captive?
From what I understand, they she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was just doing field work and interviewing people. She wasn't interviewing some militia people or doing something really dangerous. She was really interested in understanding how ordinary Iraqis understand their political realities. So it was completely innocuous research, and to the extent that they were looking for some intelligence operative, they have the wrong person.
Did she ever describe during her time in Iraq feeling unsafe?
No, not at all. Actually, to the contrary. She said that Iraqi people are very warm and welcoming, and that generally she felt very welcomed, and that there actually was a sense of pride in the fact that a Princeton researcher is coming to study there and to interview them.
ABC News received a statement from Princeton saying the university is concerned for her safety and well-being. Israel's government has acknowledged her abduction. What else do you think can be done at this point to get her home? So I think the main party responsible for her safety is the Iraqi government that's responsible for her safety. She was kidnapped in Karada. It's a neighborhood. It's a very bustling neighborhood. There are a lot of Westerners there. And it's considered one of the safest parts of Baghdad and Iraq in general. So it is squarely the responsibility of the Iraqi government to ensure that the militia that holds her returns her safely home. If Elizabeth could hear you right now, what would you want to say to her?
That I love you more than anything, and I miss you so much. And I promise I'll do everything I can and more to bring you back home.
Are you optimistic and have faith that you'll see her again?
I'm really trying to keep an optimistic outlook on this, but I have to admit that the nightmare scenarios are very hard to avoid thinking about because so many terrible things can go wrong with a Jewish woman being at the hands of a
terrorist organization. It's just all the horrible things that it can happen just keep me up at night and are deeply worrying.
We can imagine, and our thoughts are certainly with you. Emma Tsurkov, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.